Hey friends, good morning. Hopefully you had a chance to join us as we did our Sunday celebration this past week and my message, An American Birthday. Several things that come to mind when I think about our 4th of July celebrations, the Declaration of Independence, the birth of a nation, actually, the birth of America in particular. A couple things that really stand out to me that I hope you would give some consideration to is that you've got to think about what type of character of person would write such a document, would then actually not just write it, but then actually sign it. So I think that stands out most to me. And when you read through the Declaration, particularly in the first part and then in the conclusion, it is clear to me and anybody that makes a plain reading of the document that it was written by someone with strong convictions, someone with much courage, someone or a group of people that understand the principles of freedom. The scripture tells us, Jesus says, he says, "It is for freedom's sake that I have set you free." We kind of read through some of these scriptures, many of them actually, and we kind of maybe skip over what the deeper meaning might be. I think Jesus is telling us it is actually part of our core DNA as creations of God. That freedom is a key element to who we are as humans, as image bearers of the King. And so it would take somebody that has a great understanding of that freedom, that sense of freedom, the internal, the inalienable freedom, that liberty. Someone would have to understand that deeply and be fully convinced of it. And that, I believe, only comes from somebody with a deep and abiding faith in God, as in particular a Christian faith. The Christian worldview wrote the Declaration of Independence. It would not have come from any other, would be my argument. I don't think another religious worldview, I would think certainly a declaration like that would require a worldview that was based in some form of religion, because it takes a moral framework. And absent religion, I don't know where a moral framework comes from. Now, of course, we could go off on a tangent here and talk about our current state of affairs and the fact that people are pushing to an individual moral framework where each individual writes their own moral code and everyone else be, damned, for a lack of a better word. I mean, it's just my way or the highway. And so, of course, that's where Satan would have us go. Did not God say? Did he really mean this? That whole discussion that takes us toward an individual atomistic worldview is death at the end of the day. So when you think about 4th of July, I hope you take time to really reflect on the type of people, the type of character of a person that would have written and signed that document. Take to heart the things that are contained in it, that actually, to make such a declaration, what the question becomes, on what basis were they able to make such a bold statement? I mean, this was treason of the highest order. And where do you get the confidence to make that? And I think it's reflected in the end. It's with a firm reliance on divine providence, God's goodness. I mean, a firm reliance. How firm are you in your reliance today? How firm are you in your reliance today on God's goodness? Think about that this 4th of July. Think about it every day, because that is the way we live our lives as believers, right? With a firm reliance on God's divine goodness. Be blessed, my friends. We'll see you next time.